Everyone. Today we'll finish the rock cycle lesson. Please depend on the PowerPoint for studying. It includes all the important information. No need to go to the book at all. If you want to highlight from the PowerPoint on your book, this is enough. In the rock cycle, we will talk about how can every kind of rock change over the time to be one of the three types of rocks: igneous or sedimentary or metamorphic rock. Any one of them, but not over very short period, for sure over very long period, thousands, centuries. Okay, let's see. I told you the last time, please memorize every one. It depends on what to be formed. Yani, to be igneous rock, any rock should go through melting, then cooling. Any rock that melts, if it was in an area that has a volcano, for example, if it was buried under the surface of the earth, very deep, and it was exposed to very high temperature, then it melts, it becomes magma, then it cools, so it will become an igneous rock. Also, if it turns to lava, if it was erupted with a volcano, also the lava will cool, then it becomes igneous rock. Okay, any type of rock, an igneous or sedimentary or metamorphic. If it was above the earth surface and it was exposed to the factors that weather the rocks. What is weathering? We said a breaking down of the rocks that change the rock into small sediments. Finally, these sediments will be eroded from a place to another, erosion. Then they will settle down, deposition. Then over the years they will cement with each other, these sediments, and they make sedimentary rock. So the igneous or the metamorphic can go through these processes until they become sedimentary rock. Also, both igneous, sedimentary, and even metamorphic can be buried under the surface of the earth, very deep, for any reason. They can be exposed to heat and pressure, and they become metamorphic rock. We have this here, this chart to show how can every rock become any of the other rocks. Look at this. Let's start from this. This is an igneous rock. This igneous rock can undergo weathering, then erosion, so it becomes sedimentary rock. The sediments can be deposited to be sedimentary rock. Also, the igneous can undergo heat and pressure, so it becomes metamorphic. It can undergo melting. It becomes magma and lava, so again it becomes igneous rock. Okay, this is sedimentary rock. It can undergo heat and pressure. It becomes metamorphic. The same, sedimentary can be metamorphic. It can undergo melting. It melts, then it cools. It becomes igneous. It can undergo the sedimentary. Again, it can undergo weathering and erosion. It becomes sediment again, and again it becomes sedimentary. That's it. The metamorphic, it can undergoes erosion. They mean weathering and erosion. They didn't write it, but it has to be weathering, then erosion. Erosion to be sediments, then it becomes after deposition it becomes sedimentary. Also, the metamorphic, if it melts, melting, then cooling from the volcano, it can become igneous, and so on. Here also you can choose which is easier for you. I put both. You can choose which is easier. Here also sedimentary, to the right, sedimentary, then metamorphic, then igneous. You can see how all of them, just I want you to memorize the principle. Melting and cooling, igneous. Weathering and erosion, sedimentary. Heat and pressure, metamorphic. That's it. That's it. Now, the last page of the here in this part we want the three definitions that are the uplift, the subsidence, and the rift zone. Uplift, subsidence, and the rift zone. They start talking about the tectonic plates motion. Tectonic plate motion, you will understand it more in the next lesson, inshallah, when we will take the next lesson in the layers of the earth. The layers of the earth, the outer layers of the earth and the crust and the mantle, they divide these layers into layers that can move slowly, and they call this motion the tectonic plate motions. The tectonic plate motions. This tectonic plate motion, which cause the earthquake, the volcano. We will talk about it in the next unit, inshallah. From this motion of the layers, these plates motion can move the rocks up or down. Yani over the years, a rock that was very, very, very low or deep in the earth, it can become up because of the tectonic plates motion. This motion we call it uplift, which is the rising of regions of the crust to higher elevation. So it comes from motion of layers of the crust, which is called the tectonic plate motion. This can result in moving up or rising up the regions of the crust to higher elevations. This is called uplift. Opposite of uplift is the subsidence. Rocks come down, rocks go down. Rocks come up, rocks go down. That's it. Uplift, the rising of the rocks. Subsidence, the sinking of other rocks. Sinking is the sinking of regions of the crust to lower elevations. Here we have the rift zone. It's better for us to depend on the picture in the book. The picture in the book shows the uplift. Only this picture, I forgot to add it to our PowerPoint. You can depend on it. Even in the book, they didn't show the uplift and the subsidence, but from this picture only, as you see, the regions that have Here we can say this is uplift, here is subsidence, يعني uplift that raise up with subsidence that sinks down. Okay, finally, what is the rift zone? It is the set of deep cracks, the deep crack, huh? This is the crack, huh? The deep cracks that form between two tectonic plates that are pulling apart. As you see here, these are two tectonic plates are pulling apart. One goes up, the other goes down. So this crack between them is called the rift zone. That's it. That's it. I hope this is enough. No need to memorize more. Only what are the definitions of these. We'll see you inshallah in the next week. Solve the homework. You will find it on the collaborative area inshallah. Thank you.